Co-founder of BRS. Here at Blade Show 2018, our first booth. Got the table here with some classic old products, new folder line, and yeah, could take you through the table, take you through the booth, and kind of just show you guys what's up. We can start, I'm going to save this for last because this is like some juicy stuff over here. Obviously, we brought all the classic Balisongs models this year, the Alpha Beast, Bare Bones. This year we came out with the new Bowie blade. They came out real nice. And we still have the standard clip point blade for the Alpha Beast. These are some bare bone trainers. This is what most people are familiar with. But what's more interesting is if you move over to this side, this is kind of the evolution of BRS. Obviously, you can see we've progressed not just into folders, but several different types of folders. Here we have the new Warhead Auto, aluminum handles, S35 EN steel, titanium clip. It's actually bearing driven, so the launch is extremely fast. And it comes in 3 color variants, black, OD green, and blue. These are obviously US made. These are the Les Voorhees Volt Runners, done in the carbon fiber scale and the titanium liners. We're also going to do this, like the standard version of this is kind of like a special run, but the standard version will have G10 and either like a stone wash liner, and some of them will have some colored liners as well. These are also bearing driven, titanium clip, just like a really nice gentleman's folder. And over here is our new import series Evolve line. This is really exciting because we're able to bring a lot of new models this year to people and collaborate with a lot of different makers and artists. This one's actually designed by BVK. It's really designed for like an everyday carry type of knife. The Minuteman is bearing driven, titanium handles, S35 VN steel, machined titanium clip. It features bearings and a steel lock puck. We really try to put the works, like everything, into this knife to make it like an absolute value. The standard version in this black finish comes in at under 200. These are 190, and these specially finished ones are 220. If you want to move over to the wall, I'll show you guys some of the other prototypes that we're working on. This is another collaboration. This is Gavco, the Thresher. Much bigger knife, much bigger blade, but carries extremely well. All the Evolve series are going to have the steel insert lock puck, and they all run on bearings. This is the Overwatch. This is actually a native BRS design. It's got the custom pivot, the really unique machining, reversible clip. Again, lock puck bearing. This is in the OD green and black finish. There are going to be a couple variations of this as well. This is also a native BRS design, the Fragment. It's a small little EDC. It's a thumb striker style opening with carbon fiber, and it's also going to come in all titanium as well. It's got a machine spacer with the lanyard hole in the back and this unique machine clip. And the last one we have here is the Apache. People really have taken a liking to the Apache because it's got the unique pivot here, the herringbone style grip texture, and we really try to make all the lines flow. And one of the unique things about the Evolve line is they all have a kind of an aggressive, unique look, but ergonomically we made sure that the blade profiles and the handles were really meant to just melt in your hand and be very functional at the same time. There's probably 4 knives that didn't even make this wall this year, so we went from last year having your bread and butter Balisongs, 3 different models, and then this year just skyrocketing out and having all these prototypes, all these folders, and there's just a landslide of more coming. So I saved the best for last, the stuff that people were really asking about. that made it this show. So we've been working on what's called the Hybrid Replicant. So as you know, the standard replicant is a G10 scale over tie liner. And a lot of our customers have been asking for a tie scale because they like the extra weight and the way it handles, the extra momentum that it carries. And obviously titanium is just an awesome material. You can see here, this one's got the satin finish and it has a little bit of a polish, whereas this one's got more of a matte finish with the anodization. This green, you know, it just came out killer. The difference is, if you guys aren't as familiar with the product, the G10 has a little hole here with 3 holes and a little bit of the milling out of the G10 top bottom. So on this one, it's got a longer slot with a little milled groove here. And that was to ensure that the balance wasn't too different from the G10 version. It's still gonna flip excellent. Carry a little bit more weight, obviously, because the scales are titanium, but still have the same handling characteristics. And this is the spear point blade, the alt blade, and the Tonto blade. And a big surprise this year that we came out with. So this looks like your standard Alpha Beast maybe up front, but when we flip over to the other side, these are actually the channel Alpha Beasts. So this is something that a lot of people have been asking for, a channel style BRS Balisong. And we've done it here with the Alpha Beast in 2 different blade variations, the spear point alt blade that a lot of people are familiar with, and the standard clip point. And we're going to be offering this in, you know, you'll see some of the same, you know, these colors will probably look familiar. This is the same colors on the premiums. It'll eventually come out with a Bowie and have different variations. People have flipped these, and we've engineered these so that they kept the same feel and balance as the sandwich. If you look in here, this cutout mimics the spacer, and it's not an accident. That's done so that these have the same character, the distinctive character when you're flipping it as the one that everyone is used to and loves. So we made sure that the flipping performance of the channel and the weight stayed true to the original design, but was unique in its, you know, monolithic handle. So this was a huge draw. Everyone who's flipped it absolutely loves it. We're super happy. It's got that distinctive channel sound. Just came out killer. So yeah, awesome time at Blaze Show so far. Booth was a lot of fun. Really represented the branding of BRS real well. People have really received it really well, and yeah, it's been great. You know, we're really developing a lot of exciting things happening, and you know, couldn't be possible without the support of the community, and it's been awesome. So thanks for visiting the booth, and just look forward to making it even bigger and better.